Okay. Now, on average, our clients are making around 300 per terminal. Imagine if you guys got 10 of those terminals in an average location. That means average location, if you're one of our clients, is around 300 bucks. Now, around 300 bucks, that's $3,000 in residual income. I'm not talking about active income, residual income. I used to have to work 40 to 60 hours to make an additional $3,000 to $4,000, guys. So, how many of you, okay, let's be transparent here. How many of you with $3,000 change your life? Paul Alex, founder of merchantautomation.com. Guys, we have a very special training today. I'm actually inviting one of my close friends. He is phenomenal in the actual PR world, guys, public relations, meaning that he actually is able to get any single one of you guys, okay, featured in articles like Yahoo News, USA Today, even Forbes, if you have the authority and the social proof to get on those type of articles, guys. So listen up. If you're trying to build your authority, you're trying to get more clients, guys, then this is the actual live you're going to want to listen to, guys, okay? We're going to be talking to our special guest. He is going to be presenting the power of your brand in 2024, which is very powerful, guys. Phenomenal presentation. Okay, I'm going to get him on. Guys, so on the second lesson, the power of building your brand in 2024, I highly recommend, if you are serious about building your business, maybe you're already an entrepreneur, maybe you own another business, maybe you're a real estate agent, maybe you do construction. It doesn't matter. Everybody can build their brand, okay? And this is the man. He's going to explain to you exactly who he has worked with, guys, which is phenomenal. You won't even believe me if I tell you. So I'm just going to let him speak, okay? All right, let's bring him on here. Jose, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
It's going, bro. It's going, man. Over here, excited to be back.
That's right, man. Welcome back to the 305. Welcome back to Miami. Thank you, man, for having me here. Folks, look, you know, there are a few people that I know that have such high-level energy other than me and some other folks that I'm going to talk about in just a second, and Paul Osman. I mean, he's got the energy, folks. He's got me fired up. He's got me ready to get started. So thank you, brother. Thank you again, man, for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to see you virtually and obviously in person. I was hanging out with Paul a few days ago. We were in Miami doing some TV interviews, so always cool to see him shine. All right, folks, it's if you're watching this live, it's day 52 of 366. And before people start commenting on the live and say, Jose, the year has 365. It's a leap year, folks. It's a leap year. We got an extra day. You know what? How about that? We got an extra day to be happy. We got an extra day to make money. We got an extra day to be with our family. So it's day 52 of 366. And I say that because the clock is ticking, folks. The clock is ticking. Before you know it, it'll be day 100, and then it'll be day 200, and then it'll be day 366. And you're going to be saying, man, I wish I would have started. I wish I would have invested in the ATM business. I wish I would have, invested in the merchant automation, cash savings business. I wish I would have invested in personal branding. You name it. Whatever the heck you're into, just do it. Do it, take action. So I'm excited to be with you guys today to talk about the power of your brand in 2024. So who is this guy? Who am I? Jose Aristimuno. Thank you, guys. That's me right there. A lot younger, a lot skinnier, a lot more hair too. I was 18 years old there. I'm originally from Venezuela. Shout out to the Latinos that are maybe on this live and immigrants that got the immigrant mentality. Originally from Venezuela, moved to the States when I was 10 years old. I am 35, almost to be 36. So I lived the majority of my life in the United States, and I'm eternally grateful for this country that has given me so much. But before I get into my story, I was just a regular guy. I graduated high school with a 2.0 GPA, which is the lowest GPA by Florida law, by the way, to graduate. I actually think I had like a 1.8, but the system wanted to push me through because they didn't want to deal with Jose any much longer. And I don't blame them, especially when I was a rowdy teenager, 18 years of age. So I was just a regular guy, didn't want to go to college. I ended up going to college. And look, some people on the call maybe graduated college, maybe you didn't. And that's fine. I don't think college makes you or breaks you. I think it's a personal choice. But I have a bunch of dear friends who made a bunch of money who never went to college. Obviously, their careers, obviously, like doctors and lawyers, that it's advice that you went to college, or a pilot, right? Yeah, at least I hope you went to school if you're driving a plane and 300 passengers or what have you. So, but the thing is, the personal branding is something that we all carry. We all have, right? It doesn't matter if you're just starting. It doesn't matter if you're president. It doesn't matter if you are a celebrity, an artist. You always have a personal brand. So I didn't know that back then, but then when I started realizing it, I started working with some pretty cool people. So let's go to the next slide. There is me with President Barack Obama. I had the great honor to serve the president, doing communications for him at the White House, and also doing some of his campaign work. So there I am. On the left, I'm with Ty Lopez, a marketing genius. Some of you guys might see some of his videos. On the right, you see me there with Tony Robbins, and below there is me on MSNBC. I'm on TV every single week, and I tell folks, the one thing that all these people have in common is that they have a powerful personal brand. When they walk into a room, you know who they are. They have influence, right? They have influence. These people have opportunities driven at them each and every day. Obviously, Obama, he's not president anymore, but he's got speaking engagements. He writes books. He's on the board of Netflix. He's producing movies. So think about the amount of credibility and opportunities that come his way. Ty Lopez has a bunch of different courses, opportunities. He bought amazing companies like Radio Shack and what have you. Tony Robbins, obviously, he's the owner, by the way. People know him as a coach, as a guru maybe, but he's got over 100 companies that he's bought. He's a billionaire, right? So I say this not to tell you, you might want to get to this level of these people. You might not, and it's okay. Everyone's got different levels. But what I can tell you is that if you do not have a personal brand, folks, in today's digital economy, your business will not last. And I mean that respectfully. It will not last. Paul Alex discovered that very early on, and that's why he's been able to be the amazing entrepreneur that he is, because he understands that the bigger the brand, the bigger the bank account. Let me say that again. The bigger the brand, the bigger the bank account. And look, Ed Milet has this great quote. He's been on my podcast, and I asked him, does money buy happiness? And he said the following: money does not buy happiness, but I'd rather be happy rich than happy poor. I'd rather be happy rich than happy poor. I'm going to be happy regardless, but I'd rather have money. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Talk a little bit about, there's me on Instagram. Let's make this social, folks. So that's my IG, Jose Aristimuno. It's my first and last name. Feel free to follow me, DM me. If you're watching this live, take a photo of this, video of this, put it on your story. Maybe I'll do a little giveaway and give you guys some free, maybe a free branding consultation or something like that. Okay, so this matters. And I don't say, look, Jose has over 1 million followers. It's not about the numbers, but the optics matters. The optics matters. Remember, if there are two Jose Aristimuños, two Jose's out there, one of them has 1 million followers and the other one's got 1,000 followers, guess who they're going to go do business? They're going to go do business with Jose Aristimuño that's verified. They're going to go do business with Jose Aristimuño that's got over 1 million followers. I didn't make up the rules of the game. The rules were there. I'm here just to play it. I'm here to play it and impact and help a lot of people. So make sure you follow me on IG. Okay, let's be friends. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, let's play this video real quick. Paul's going to play
it illegally. Why are you against that?
You're right. You're right. Maybe you should go to Mexico, which maybe you haven't. Actually, there's a wall there already. Maybe you didn't know that. Maybe your viewers should know that. There's a wall already in Mexico, okay? So why don't we put a wall with Canada? Come on, that is silly. We don't need a wall there.
We're also practicing yesterday for the congressional game today, that they were praying for their brothers and sisters on the other side. So yes, I'm very happy to see that happen.
I'm so glad you said all of that, Jose, because our nation needs it right now. Jose, Chris, thank you for your time and your perspective this morning. Thank you.
only want to repeal it and maybe potentially replace it later. The only reason that they're doing that, pure and simple, is because they're interested in playing political games. They don't want what's best for the American people. The American people have refused time and time again the Senate bill. They don't want it.
But Boyd,
we got a bunch of competitive races in 2018. We're going to win them. We're going to get the House back. Look, we are going to continue recruiting new members to run for office. New young
She's
Democrats.
not going anywhere.
She's not going anywhere. Talking about this, you guys don't even invite us to debate this bill. No one saw the Senate bill until a few days ago. How are we supposed to know what's in this bill? How are we supposed to support something that we haven't seen? The whole thing was done in secrecy.
Country. Jose Aristimuno is a former deputy press secretary at the Democratic National Committee, and he joins us now. Jose, thanks a lot for coming on tonight. So,
good to be with you.
All right, cool. So there you guys got a little glimpse of myself on television and things like that. And that's omnipresent. That's me being everywhere and anywhere at all times. It's the power of a brand. And right there you have it. Branding is the process of creating a strong, positive perception of a company, of a product or service in the customer's minds by combining such elements such as logo, design, mission statement, and a consistent theme throughout all marketing communications. Okay, so this is something for you to keep in mind as you're understanding sort of like what is a brand. This is what people are thinking about, even subconsciously, right? When you walk into a room, people might not be thinking, okay, does Jose have a logo? How does he act? They might not be thinking that right there in the second, but when they leave the room, all that stuff is in their brain. So make sure that the way you dress, your tonality, how you perceive yourself on digital, on social media matters. So let's go to the next slide. So branding, what is brand? What is a brand? More than the definition. First is to commit. Are you committed? Are you committed? Are you committed to your mission of who you want to be, what you want to do, and what type of legacy do you want to leave in the world, right? That's commitment. Identify. When you commit, then you identify, okay, so what's my why? Right? Why do I want to have a brand? Right? So Jose Aristimuno, I'm a family man, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a Latino. Right? I'm a master storyteller, communicator. Those are sort of like my identity. It's part of my character. And I have identified that. And now, obviously, I push it through the different content. And when you think about content, you're thinking about, okay, well, YouTube, right? How do I amplify it? Content is obviously can be video, can be podcast, can be press, digital press, articles, television, radio, weekly lives like these. All that type of stuff is content. We live in a digital world. So it's not enough now to just go knocking on doors. It's not enough now to just pick up phone calls. You now got to do different types of digital content like these, where you're engaging with your audience on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. So that's the content. And the amplification is the way that you do it. How do you get your message out to the world, right? How do you get it out? When you see the biggest companies, right, the biggest pharmaceutical companies, Tylenol, Advil, or when you think about even presidents with elections right now, Biden, Trump, what do you see? They're spending money in the media, right? The Super Bowl just happened, right? Every single commercial, millions and millions of dollars. Did you know, by the way, this is interesting. It gives you a little bit of perspective of money in the United States. A 30-second commercial, one time, one play. A 30-second commercial in the Super Bowl is $7 million. $7 million, guys, just for 30 seconds. And some people bought multiple spots, right? And in the hour. Then you got people like Lionel Messi, right? The soccer superstar. He got paid $14 million to be in that commercial. But if Miller Lite paid $14 million to Messi, paid $7 million to the NFL to be on, to play during the Super Bowl, right? Now you got over $20 million, right? On the production of the commercial, maybe another 10. So that whole thing cost Miller Lite. I think it was Miller Lite, the brand, but over $30 million. $30 million, guys. So think about how much money they made by investing $30 million. I bet you at least they made $100 million off of that $30 million investment, if not more, right? It's been almost 2 weeks since the Super Bowl and people are still talking about it, right? So that's super, super important because there's a saying that goes, he who controls the media controls the mind. Let me say that again. He who controls the media controls the mind. And I don't even say that as like a manipulative type of way. I say that because it's the truth. You got to make sure that you control the narrative of what people are saying about you. It's what they call third-party validators. You're going to say, your clients are going to say you're amazing. Your parents are going to say you're amazing. Your wife's going to say, your husband is going to say you're amazing. But what is the media saying about you? Why do you think that people on their website, when they have a new product or service, they have on the bottom of their website, seen on CNN, NBC, CBS? Why? Because it looks pretty? No, because it works. It gives credibility. It makes people be their number one authority in their field, which is why it's so important as you're going into the ATM business, as you're going into the merchant automation business. You got to make sure you have a brand to back it up, because when you go into this maybe locations to try to place some of these machines, some people might do this, some people might not, but some people might say, you know what, John, let me get back to you. And they're going to Google your name. And if you do not show up number one on that page, it's going to be a problem. But if you show up with your website, with your business, or who you are, that's going to increase your chance of you getting more placements. And as a result, more placements equals more money. Okay, so very important. Let's go to the next slide. So what makes you different? Your product or service or brand is a call to change the lives of people you are called to serve. You're obsessed with your special power, your art. You understand that the marketing of your art is critical. I always tell folks, you have a duty. You have a duty to tell your story for your ancestors, for your family, for your legacy. You have to be remembered for something, right? For something, right? So I say this. And you might I know like today's talk might be about merchant automation, or it could be about ATMs, or it could be about finance, right? But we're more than that, right? What I want you to understand is that if you build a powerful brand, you're going to be a lot more successful in merchant automation. You're going to be a lot more successful in the ATM business, and you're going to be more successful in life because you're going to have more opportunities come to you. I was in Mykonos, in one of the Greek islands, with Richard Branson. Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin. I got invited, guys. An immigrant from Venezuela, didn't know a word of English when I came to this country. I got invited to Richard Branson's birthday bash in one of his cruises. And there were a bunch of celebrities and then former presidents from a bunch of countries. It was amazing. It was one of the best, coolest times of my life. And I don't say that to brag. I say that because I know those type of opportunities can come your way if you invest, if you build on your personal brand. And anyway, so we were in Mykonos after the cruise was in Greece, and they dropped us off in Mykonos for a night. My wife and I and some friends rented a villa overlooking the ocean. Beautiful. And we went to a lounge, right? We went to a lounge with some of the friends. Somebody recognized me in Mykonos. Oh my God, it's Jose Aristimuno. Who was it? It was the owner of the club lounge that we were at. He said, hey, this guy doesn't pay anything. He doesn't pay a penny. And I had the money to afford the club. But he's like, no, this is on me. So champagne, bottles, and food, everything on the house. And who doesn't like free stuff? It was amazing. It was a really, really cool thing. I was with my friends. They were all impressed. I was impressed. I'm like, somebody recognized me in Mykonos. It's crazy. But it's because of my personal brand. And I say this because I know it can be possible for you. Okay. So let's go to the next slide. So you define I want you to understand this. If you get something out of this call tonight, on the personal brand part of this, just understand and know you define your own destiny. You create your own luck. You can build your own empire. You can change the world for the better. I really, really believe it. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, differentiate yourself from the competition. What makes you different? Right? What makes you different? Look at this. 70% of consumers. Go to the next slide, Paul. So 77% of consumers purchase items because of the brand name. Because if it says Apple on an iPhone, or you see the arch of McDonald's, you know it's McDonald's. You can literally just see the arch and you already know what it is. You can see the red of the French fries and you already know what it is. So 77% of consumers purchase items because of the brand name. And 82% of investors prioritize brand recognition. So if you're looking for investments or investors for your business, your brand is going to help you do that. It's going to help you do that. So just make sure this is something, again, that's going to help you do so many things. Somebody said day 52. That's right. Day 52, folks. Next slide. Publicity is used to grow a brand, while advertising defends its gains in the marketplace. Publicity is used to grow a brand, while advertising is what you continue to do to stay relevant in the game. There's a great saying, and it's on this. It's one of the slides, but I just want to say it now because it's so important, and it goes with the whole McDonald's branding situation. It's not the best product that wins. It is the best known product that wins, guys. Not the best. You got to be the best, but you got to be the best known. McDonald's is not the best hamburger, but they're the best known, right? So people continue to buy them. So how do you become the best in the game, but actually become the best known? And it all starts with branding. It all starts with advertisement, and it all starts with marketing. All right, next slide. Hold nothing back. Let that be sort of your mantra. You cannot hold nothing back. This is the year that you say enough. This is the year that I say I'm going to be a better version than I was last year. I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to do this for my family, right? I'm going to do this for my legacy. I'm going to do this for the impact of my community, whatever it is that whatever pushes you, right? Your why, but make sure you hold nothing back, okay? Next slide. Turn your struggles into strength. I know you've been through a lot. I know you've been through challenges. Like I said, I graduated with a 2.0 GPA. And I'll share something. I'll say something super personal, right? So I was born at 6 months, right? I was born at 6 months, and I actually had a twin sister. It was my sister and I, twin sister, and they thought at the moment that I wasn't going to live. They said, okay, the girl's going to live, the boy's not going to make it, right? So that my grandmother, being the Catholic woman that she was, she brought in the priest to baptize me and all that type of stuff. And my little sister ended up getting bad. She got pneumonia and she ended up passing away at 6 months old. And the kid, the boy that was supposed to die, ended up living, right? So I'm a miracle, right? And I say that just to show you, turn your struggles into strength, right? Like I was supposed to not even be here. My sister was, and look at the way life is, right? So every day I think about my sister and I say, you know what? I'm living for two people. I'm living for me, but I'm also living for my sister. So I gotta give it 110%. I gotta give it all I got, right? So it's so very important. So you look for the challenges in your own life, whatever you've been through. Paul's got an incredible story and all the things that he has faced, his challenges, his family's challenges, that only drives him more, right? To be a better person, to help more people, to make more money. All right, next slide. So start with trust, right? The media helps with that. If nobody trusts you, no one's going to buy you. It's going to buy from you. Remember, attention equals revenue. Attention equals revenue. If people do not know you, they don't flow you. If people don't know you, they're not going to flow you the cash. So let this be the year that you say, you know what? I'm going to be the best known in my industry. I'm going to get the credibility, the authority that I need to make money, to help my family, to help myself, and go to the next level. Next slide. Harness the power of your story. It's kind of like what I was saying with the struggles, right? Like make sure, like use your story to your advantage. Don't let it be a limitation. I'm an immigrant from Venezuela. I speak two languages, perfect Spanish, perfect English. So now I use the two languages, my bilingualism, I use it to my advantage. Now I can take over the Latino market. I can take over the American market, right? So you have your own powers. Find the superpowers inside of you. You're special. You wouldn't be on the earth if you were not special. So go get them. It's time. Next slide. These are some of the outlets and the media publications that we've been able to place for clients. CNN, Yahoo Finance, Forbes, The Today Show, CNBC, right? You can get here, but you got to believe in yourself. You got to be able to invest in yourself, right? If you don't invest in yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, right, no one else will, right? So next slide. Entrepreneur.com, Forbes magazine. This is a real guys, the real people, real entrepreneurs just like yourself who say, you know what, I want to tell my story to the world. It's time. This is the time I take my brand to the next level. Next slide. Television. Reese Many, an amazing real estate investor, talking about his story, talking about what he does, right? What does this give him? Amplification. What does it give him? Authority. What does it give him? Credibility. When people see this, they say, okay, you know what? I was going to go with John to invest in real estate. But when I see Reese Many in TV, I say, you know what? No, I got to go with Reese because he's the master. He's the expert because he's on television, right? And there's this psychological, sort of idea that if you're on TV, you're the number one in the field, whether you are or you're not, right? Whether you are or you're not, they're always going to go with the person that's got the credibility. Next slide. Dr. Joseph Nantoma, also a master in real estate, a great friend, client of mine, Yahoo Finance. When people look for him, they want to see if he's the real deal. He shows up #1 on the page in one of the biggest global outlets, media outlets in the world. Yahoo Finance, right? They get, folks, Yahoo Finance gets over 100 million visits per day to their website. 100 million visits. It's ridiculous. It's crazy, right? So you want to be known. You want to be known. Next slide. Use the power of technology. There's another amazing client right on television. Next slide. We know this superstar, the great Paul Alex, right? He's in Tampa Bay in ABC News, right? And look, and and this is real, right? There's his book, right? From Blue to Digital Gold. Make sure you go get it, or come and book. I think he said that during the beginning of the call, but it's important, right? So what do we see here? Authority. He's talking in the studio, in person. He's now got the ABC logo. Now he's on television telling his story. He can use this to show more clients, to show more people, for investors who say, why should I invest in Paul Alex, right? So it's so important. Let's go to the next slide. I think it said that it's not the best product. It's not the best product that wins, right? We're talking about this is the best known product that wins. So this is the year. If I were you, I would say, okay, how do I become the best? How do I learn from the best? Paul Alex when it comes to ATMs, Grant Cardone when it's real estate, whoever, Jose when it's branding. How do I become the best in whatever I want to do, whatever I like? But how do I become the best known? Right? Because if nobody even knows, doesn't serve you to be the best in whatever it is that you are. If nobody knows your name, nobody can buy from you, right? All right, next slide. So what can media publications do for you? Increase your credibility, increase your authority in your field, increase sales, make more money, and differentiate you from the competition. Next slide. All right, Paul, am I good to give him the little promo?
You're ready to rock, man. I've been waiting for it.
Let's do it. So one of the things Paul said, look, man, I want you to come talk to my crew. I want you to come talk to my community. But I want you to do something special, right? And like he was talking about, like give something special, like give a nice presentation, give him Bali, right? But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go the extra mile. I'm gonna give him a little bit more. I'm gonna give him a special promo, something I'm only doing today. Okay, this is live, folks. February 21st. If you're watching this live, this is for you. Special promo. Check it out. Let's go to the next slide. So I'm gonna get you featured. 10 articles, folks. Fox News, NBC, CBS, USA Reporter, Chicago Weekly, Orlando Times, Miami News, all major cities across the country. Because I want you to go national, guys. If you're watching this, I want you to go national. I want you to go global. It's got an original price of $2,500. Go to the next slide. We ain't doing it for $2,500 right now. People like even I'm telling you, even Paul and some of my friends, they paid a lot more money than this. They're giving me the look. Right, but I want to do something special for you guys. Because again, at the end of the day, it's not about the money. It's about giving back and helping people go to the next level. So go to the next slide. So let me just say through this again, and I added, if you noticed here, I've added one more major outlet, Yahoo Finance. We talked about the 100 million visits per day. Right there it is, Yahoo Finance. I'm adding Yahoo Finance. I'm adding Fox News, NBC, all these beautiful things for $2,500. And let me tell you something. Before I give you the price, the first 5 people that sign up, they're going to get a one-on-one consulting branding call with me, with yours truly, the same guy that has helped presidents, Barack Obama, Tony Robbins, Ty Lopez, and many, many more take their brand to the next level. Okay, so let's give them the price. First 5 people that sign up today, $997. Okay, so you're getting something that's valued over $5,000. You're getting over 70% off. Today, tonight, and today only. If you're ready, if you believe in yourself to take your life to the next level, there it is. Text VIP. We can go to the next slide. Text VIP, the word VIP to 202-469-2655. Text the word VIP 202-469-2655. Let's get your brand to the next level. It is time. Day 52 out of 366. Let's get it popping. Paul, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching this. It's an honor.
Phenomenal presentation, Jose. Phenomenal presentation. And just like Jose said, guys, trust me, I got the exact same package. Okay, so all the PR that you guys been seeing, the interviews, the articles. Think about it like this. Before I got into entrepreneurship, all right, Jose was able to show me exactly what the celebrities are doing, what the superstars are doing, what Grant Cardone is doing, what the president is doing, Obama. They are purchasing PR, Okay, public relations, meaning that they're getting on articles, they're getting on news stations, they're interviewing, they're getting their name out there, because you guys could be the best actual entrepreneur in your city with credit card machines, within merchant services. But guess what? If no one knows you, what is that? What good does that do you? Okay. So this will help you build your authority with your prospects as well, guys. Okay. So make sure to check out Jose, and then also follow him on Instagram as well. He drops major value. He also has a podcast as well with other consultants and influencers in the space, guys. Jose, thanks a lot, my friend.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I'll see you soon. All right.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
What a phenomenal presentation, guys. I love it. All right, guys. So we're coming to the end of our presentation now. And as you guys know, I'm actually going to show you exactly how you guys can get started within 4 simple weeks. Get started with your credit card machine business. And like I said, I was going to actually follow up on the first lesson. Okay. So what makes us different from any other merchant services company or any other ISO out there is that we give you the high-level support. The high-level support of 9-figure entrepreneurs, 8-figure entrepreneurs, and even 7-figure entrepreneurs that have already done this business, but then also have the track record to help you become a successful, winning entrepreneur, guys. And that's what you guys need, because I know every single one of you guys have heard the saying, you are who you hang yourself around with, right? So if you're around 4 people who are multimillionaires, what is that going to make you? You eventually will become a millionaire or a multimillionaire, guys. That's the way it happens, okay? I have paid tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to go into certain rooms to be around people that are higher level than me in this industry, but in many other industries, guys. So with that being said, I always like to show social proof. This is fresh off the press, guys, meaning that we just got this testimonial from one of our shining stars within our program, guys. She started this program only a few months ago, guys. Okay, only a few months ago. Now, you don't have to take it from me, but I highly recommend you take it from this client success story. All right, enjoy.
Of 4 and a wife. I was also a former nurse, and I got into doing merchant automation with cashless ATMs because I was looking for a side income, something that I could do part-time while still taking care of my kids. Me and my husband actually stumbled across Paul Alex's videos on Facebook and were super intrigued. We definitely did a lot of research prior to signing up, and we found that there was no other company that was going to provide us with the support and education, because we were obviously new to sales. And so we leaped in. We are 5 months in now, and we're making over $1,000 in residual income a month. My advice is go for it. Just take a leap. I never thought that this would be something that I, would do with my time, but my time is priceless, and my children are growing up before my eyes, and I don't want to send them to daycare, and I don't want to spend thousands of dollars, having someone else take care of them. My goal is to be present with them, and this has allowed that while making extra money on the side. If I could do it, you can definitely do it.
I love that testimonial. It's so real. It's so real. And that's unedited, guys. I threw that on there because I want to be as transparent as possible. I'm seeing in the comments below that people need their questions answered. Guys, we are right here. We got our teammates down in the comments below. Make sure to add them on Facebook. Trust me, I'm not tech savvy myself. Hey, I'm an old school millennial. So in order to navigate through all this social media, trust me, guys, don't ask me. I'm not the best person to ask. But we do have teammates in the comments below if you guys need your answers or your questions answered, okay? With that being said, I wanted to show you that from an actual person that already started the program 5 months ago. It's already making $1,000 in residual income, guys. Okay. Now, on average, our clients are making around 300 per terminal. Imagine if you guys got 10 of those terminals in an average location. That means average location, if you're one of our clients, is around 300 bucks. Now, around 300 bucks, that's $3,000 in residual income. I'm not talking about active income, residual income. I used to have to work 40 to 60 hours to make an additional $3,000 to $4,000, guys. So, how many of you, okay, let's be transparent here. How many of you with $3,000 change your life?